24 years old and I just bought my first house, but it needs a lot of work. Get that. How's it going?
Good.
Good. Right now, all we're doing in this room is removing old engineered hardwood floors from on top of real wood floors to try to expose the nice wood floors. And we're gonna have someone come in and refinish these floors for us, hopefully. So this is our first project of the house. It's a lot of work.
Use your hammer some more.
What?
Use your mallet some more. Down. Push down. That's why you're having a problem.
Oh God.
Wow.
Hey y'all, so I wanted to walk you through what I have been doing since I've gotten this house. Sorry, it's really echoey in here because there's obviously no furniture. We are refinishing everything in this house. So from the second I got it, I started day one to tear up the floors. And honestly, I'm really, really glad that I did because my mom actually made me feel like I didn't need to pay someone to tear up the floors. Obviously, I'm going to have to pay someone to refinish the floors. But as far as the tearing up process, my boyfriend, my mom, and I have done pretty well. I say we have done really well. I am actually literally too weak to pull up the floorboards because every single one of these pieces of wood down here on the floor happens to have, I'd say, like a nail every half inch. They way over nailed these floors. They have put way too many nails in these floors. So also that might be an issue when it comes to refinishing. We don't know. I'm supposed to get a quote today from the floor guy, and we'll see if he says, oh yay, we can go ahead and refinish those floors underneath. They look pretty good, or no, we can't fix them. It'll be better if we just get new floors altogether, which I'm also ready for. I like to prepare myself for the worst case scenario just in case. That's what I've been trying to do, and I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on this, and that's what it seems like people need to do is prepare themselves for the worst. So that's what I've been trying to do. But I'm hopeful because the floors look really good. Let me give you a little look at those really fast. So as you can see, so in this room, please ignore the mess. So in this room, these are the original floors that I want to keep right here. Obviously, I don't love the color of them, but you can refinish them and then they don't have to be this stained. But they're really good quality, good old floors. So we knew that they continued in here and they had these weird floors put on top of the other floors, just on top of that. So we started tearing up, and as you can see, these floors underneath look pretty dang good. Like, obviously, there's a bunch of nail holes right here. There's a little bit of widening. I don't know if that will be an issue or not. Maybe it looks like there might be one missing right here, but we think that we can hopefully get those refinished. We were really happy with what we saw underneath. We're like, oh yay, he literally just put some floor over it. And as you can see in this room here, same thing, these awesome hardwoods. So we're like, okay, they must be throughout the house. We want to keep these. So please ignore all this clutter around here too. Like, this is a TV mount. A lot of things were left here whenever the seller left. Also, side note guys, if anyone knows what this is, we have no idea. We're kind of thinking it might go to like an old phone or something. We don't know. An old landline? I don't know, but we want to figure out what that is. This is what the bathroom's looking like right now. We tore up some of the floors here to see what it looked like. And then the bathroom is obviously this awful laminate floor. That's gonna go. We're going to eventually tear out this shower. It just has a little plastic kind of coating in the back and it's not in great shape. So we're going to, let's see if you can see it a little better. We're going to tear out, get all new hardware in here and kind of tear that out. I think we're gonna keep the tub because it looks like it's in good shape. But this is just a cute little tiny bathroom. As you can see, I'm wearing my huge worker overalls today, so I look insane, but that's okay. Hey, it's freezing. Also, guys, it is freezing out. It is literally 20 degrees and it feels like 17 degrees out in Kentucky, and I'm like, that is insane. It's never this cold here, so we're dying. And then there's this little cabinet we took off the wall. This is kind of the front of it. It had little cabinet doors on it, but it was up here on the wall where you can see we need some real good painting in here. Little mini toilet, kind of cute. Kind of also maybe won't be cute for long. And then all the way in here, the kitchen is a literal disaster right now. We're gonna move this island that came with the house. We did not buy that. The seller left this for us, and I don't know if I'll use it as a work table in the garage or what. Here's all the floorboards we've ripped up, and this was in the shower. So I think there was maybe an elderly lady living here before. All of these old screws, none of these covers to all the electrical outlets match, so we want them to all be white. As you can tell too, I have some really old black light switches, hopefully going to replace those. This floor is gonna go, we have to tear that up next. There's a storage cabinet again. It's not in very great shape, so we'll probably put it in the garage. And then this is the kitchen. I have torn off all the cabinet doors. I'm ready to wipe everything down and start painting. I will be replacing my countertops, I have decided, because they're just not in good enough shape to keep. They don't look awful. They're definitely like a laminate type countertop, but they really don't look too awful. It's just the most important part was this big seam right here. We didn't want to have to deal with that for long. We knew we'd want to replace it eventually. And while we were replacing everything else in here, we decided to do that. Well, I say replacing, but we're replacing the floors in here. We're gonna replace the countertops. We'll see about the sink. We need to see if it can come clean, because sadly the seller did not clean anything before they left, because I think she was in a big hurry to move. And as you can see up close, all of the cabinets are very, very dirty. They just need a good wipe down and then a really good paint. I finally have a dishwasher, which is amazing because I do not have a dishwasher. This is my first little sign and little gift I got for my home, and I'm so excited to put it somewhere once everything is done. It is a huge disaster in here, like I said. She has lots of ceiling fans, and every room has a different lighting fixture, a different ceiling fan, as you can see. All right, so all of those lighting fixtures that don't match are going to be replaced with lighting fixtures that do match. I've already ordered some and I'm really excited. They came in and they're seated glass and they look really good, and they're pretty small, but I have a small home, so I didn't need something humongous. These fans kind of take up a lot of room on the ceiling right now. As far as paint colors, I am going to paint in here. That is a big, big must. As you can tell behind me right now, this wall is kind of a blue-gray and that wall is like a khaki. I'm not huge into the two-tone walls. I don't know what was going on with the last person who owned this house. She has every room is a different color. You know, you saw one room's orange, one room's green. It definitely needs to all match in my mind. So I have decided on a paint color I want to show y'all. So this is literally from Lowe's, if you can see right here. So, oh, it's hard to read them. So if I get up close, this is a dark one. This is a little bit mid-lighter, and it looks really light right now because of the lighting. And then this is ultra white that I'm going to do for the trim. So I'm thinking one of these two bottom colors, which is Gracious Greige or Basalt Powder. One of these two guys. One of those two colors is going to be on all of the walls in this home. I'm doing every single wall the same, except maybe the small bathroom up here. I might wallpaper it or paint it like a cool little blue or something. It's a bright teal right now. I'm not a huge fan of that color, but I did pick out a really pretty light blue that I might make it, or like I said, I might get some wallpaper. But so these are Sherwin-Williams paints, and I think I'm probably going to get this brand. My parents actually just built a home and they used Sherwin-Williams paint and they really liked it, like the finish of it. This is actually the color that my mom has in her house right now in the middle, the Gracious Greige. So I might end up going with that. It looks really good in her house. But yeah, I'm pretty boring with the paint colors. I was originally going to do the kitchen this light powdery blue as well as probably the color that I'm going to do that bathroom, but I decided to do something crazy with the cabinets, and you all will get to see that later on. I'm super excited. So this was my time to kind of experiment with new things and try something new, and because I know that this is definitely a starter home for me. I probably won't be here my whole life. I'm not planning on being in this house my whole life. It's kind of just like to get myself on my my feet before I have kids, before I get married, that kind of stuff, like a first home. And I might turn it into an Airbnb later, I'm not sure. So I kind of wanted to experiment a little bit and do some things that maybe I wouldn't necessarily feel comfortable doing if it was my forever home. So I'm going to do things, yeah, and try to make them look a little bit more exciting. I'm really excited to try out some new cool things. And as far as countertops, you will also see those when they get picked. I have a lot of things in mind, and we'll just have to go to Lowe's together later and see what they look like. So right now, the last couple days, all I've been doing is taking all of the nails off the walls and ripping the floors up. But taking the nails out of the walls, taking the electrical covers off, and taking the cabinets off in the kitchen, in the bathroom, has been, it's probably taken me a total of 4 to 5 hours just to do that, of just me doing that. Because it takes forever, all those tiny little screws. I literally almost lost my mind. And that's all I've done so far. So I have a lot left to do. Today I'm going to go measure my walls, see if I can add a little backsplash in my kitchen, and kind of figure out how much paint I think I will need in this house. And yeah, I'm just gonna start doing that. Organize all my screws you saw in the kitchen. I need to figure out what goes with what I'm gonna keep, what I'm gonna throw out, because a lot of this stuff is really old and rusted, and so I probably need to throw out a lot of it. But today I'll try to take you with me to Lowe's, and we will look at all of the different counter finishes, tiles for backsplash, and paint colors together. All right, let's get into it. What do we think, Mom? Do we really like this one? And we like this one? And this one maybe? This one's not bad also, Mom.